biosecurity, we are always emphasizing when we're talking about planning for biosecurity, in your opinion, what is one of those elements often overlooked? Plan. I think sometimes people will forget about the way that the flow of a farm works. So thinking of all of the different pieces of your farm. So your farm size, how many barns you have, how many birds you have, and just considering how that movement from one place to the next really will continue to affect everything. And so wanting to look at things, both stepwise and just making sure you're considering the whole way that your farm works and just thinking about all these different aspects of bringing that together. So as a coordinator type person, what perspectives do you want in on that conversation? Yeah.
It would be great to get some of these companies and on board that are, you know, creating new farms and also just the farms that are in progress already and get to talk to some of those biosecurity and quality assurance people so that way we can make sure that biosecurity plans are implemented in a way that works for them and is also efficient.
Right? Any questions on?
A couple of questions. I don't think any of those we need to film it. So first of all,
Let's keep filming. You run out of battery when we run out of battery.
All right. Okay. So you mentioned that there are some states doesn't know your program. Some of those actually like your program really well. I think Cora mentioned in Texas we may learn a little bit. So what do you know about some southern states? What we can work with you on?
Yeah, I think just the base understanding, one, of what kind of resources we offer, because we do have a variety of different things, whether it be the risk assessments or the permit guidances, but we also work on, our team will offer tabletop exercises, so that way you can have your state animal health officials
Right.
or specific companies get together and kind of understand what the process is. And so that can also get them used to using our plans and that familiarity piece of that. But I do think the biggest thing is just knowing that it's there and that it's able to be used and does give you a little bit more of that peace of mind when you're ready to make a movement.
Perfect. I think some of those information, the practices, probably we can work together and bring to other states.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. One other question. I think this one is a little bit more controversial. Basically, what my experiences was we got one small grant. We try to do like a worker health. We try to give them some wearable devices or have some service, free clinic to the farm workers. But most of those, they actually have contract with larger corporate companies. So it's harder for us to really deliver those information to the individual farms. How, as a coordinator, you could help us to do a better coordination?
Yeah. So one thing is to, with those companies, there are a lot of farms and companies that use these different contracts and the crews and everything. And so being able to find the right people in that company to know, okay, this is the contract company that we use, and being able to pass that information on to them. And also a lot of stuff that we've worked on in discussions in our work group is making sure that there is this consistent sort of biosecurity training.
Right.
And so we work with these veterinarians or quality assurance managers, whoever they may be within a company. So some companies will have their own individual specific vet,
Right.
and then others will have a lot of different vets, but they're able to have their sort of quality assurance person that's there making sure that these things are implemented. So depending on the company, it does depend, but
Right.
finding the right person who knows who they contract out to.
Exactly. That's why we need a coordinator, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's all my questions. Thank you.